kind of weak, though I think the person who requested it actually played some more matches with it and doesn't like the deck as much anymore. But I said I'd play it. I'll stick to my words. So when I look at this list, I immediately see that I just think the mana is atrocious. I don't think there's enough sources to reliably play Sabotage on 3. And I'm pretty reluctant to have a Carnage Tyrant with, I think it's 14 green sources for a 12 green sources. I'd want like 14. That's what I was trying to say. So I figured it seems like there's like 2 less green sources than it needs and probably 1 to 1.5 less blue sources than it needs. I could do the math and go open up the Frank Carson article, but like these are just things I'm noticing. I'm not super trying to evaluate the deck. But other than that, like all of the cards look fun and seem fun, so we're just gonna try to draw well, I guess. Really love Thief of Sandy. Really love Thought Erasure. Not the biggest fan of Assassin's Trophy, but we did play that Golgari deck, and like it did rise in my estimation some. I love Ritual of Smoot. Ritual of Smoot. Kind of surprised that there's not a 4th Contempt in the sideboard, but that's okay. Hey, what do you know? We don't have enough lands. Alright, we'll keep this card hand, even though we can effectively cast none of our spells. We'll keep that too. And proceed to be very sad. So we're going to get paired versus some kind of control deck here. I assume, nope, not a control deck. Womp womp. I'd have probably been happier if it was a control deck. I feel like we're pretty good versus control decks. At least post-board. Please, no history of Benalia. That would be hard for me to beat, considering I don't have another black yet. We'll try to get lucky here. So we have another history. We have a Chemist Insight. We have a Knight of Grace. Guess we'll take that. Put that on top, and we'll play this. We're going to take a pretty healthy hit this turn. Then we're going to schmoot the next turn. Especially if they cast the other history. Maybe I should have took the other history, actually, because now if they don't play the other history, we're in trouble. Like if they just hold up Chemist's Insight, like, I'm in trouble here. Yeah, that was a bad play by me, I think. Or if they draw a counter spell, like I'm in bad trouble. Yeah, this was a horrendous play. I should have definitely took the History Benalia there. Just wasn't thinking far enough ahead. Got pretty savagely punished. But it's because I'm a trash can. And we're missing our land drop, but I guess we're probably expected to miss our land drop, assuming, you know, that we only had 2 in our opening hand. Even having 4 on 4 was pretty lucky. What? Oh, the Chemist's Insight. That just confused me when that went to the graveyard. I guess I don't want to take a hit for that many, so... Again, not drawing lands, though. Actually, taking the Knight of Grace was probably right. So they have 3 cards in their hand. You're a land, you're not a land. Good play you. Hey Rex, what's up, man? First match, first game, hard to say. I would say we mulliganed and missed a bunch of land drops, so as of right now it doesn't seem appealing, but our opponent's kind of flooding out, so maybe it's okay. Can't counterspell that one, friend. Their opponent's like floating out pretty bad, so like maybe it's working out. I think I'm gonna attack. Like I just win this race very quick, very easily right now. Settle the Wreckage is a card that they could have. They have Counterspell too. We're in trouble. If they have Counterspell too, we could just lose. I don't think they have triple Settle, but like I don't really want to play around Settle either because I don't know what's in their deck. Like we might not be able to win the lone game by trying to play around Settle, for example. Like holding homie back and blocking might not be good enough, is what I'm trying to say. Kind of feel like I can hold it back now, though. Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable holding it back now. We've drawn another counterspell. Actually, I'm just going to attack. He didn't have a counterspell last turn, so the odds of him having a counterspell plus a settle this turn are pretty low. I assume we just basically win with a couple attacks now. Because we drew this Sinister Sabotage is why I was brazen enough to do this. Without the Sabotage, I probably wouldn't have done this. They're not attacking. Good sign for us. Definitely want to play our land. We could have cast Smoot here. I should have cast Smoot there, I think. And we're going to win this game regardless, so it's like probably actually not better to play Smoot. That's fine. Not going to protect that. We're going to keep our Sinister Sabotage for a Settle or a Cleansing Nova or something that like beats the Carnage Tyrant in combat. Guess I want these here. Probably don't want these. I think I actually want these as well. We'll get rid of these cast downs. They're probably just worse than Moments of Craving, though the Moments of Craving don't seem like they're particularly good either. Moments of Craving are probably fine. Kind of want to try these, but I don't think they're good enough. I guess I need to keep some of these because of, ooh, I'll bring these in for the same reason. Just some answers to Teferi, some generic answers to Teferi. Yeah, we're just gonna get rid of all of these early removal spells then. I don't think I want you. I think two's enough. Look how bad this curve is. This hand seems fine. We have best card in our hand. We have a Smoot. We have double black. We have an Assassin's Trophy. We have a pretty good hand. Ooh, if they don't have a Spell Pierce, we get to be real happy. No Spell Pierce. Hype! Hype, I say. Oh, and they're missing a land drop. Ooh. the graveyard you go, my friend. That's not a white source, so they can't play homie on us. Sure, I'll go to the graveyard too. Basically, I'm just trying to fill up my graveyard as quickly as I can now. I don't really want to take damage if I don't have to, and I want to keep the board cleared in case he plays something cool for us to Eldest Reborn. And even if we just get counterspells out of their hand here, I don't feel awful about that. Hmm. Sure. Yes, to the graveyard you go. Alright, I'll give you something else to counterspell. You want to keep wasting a counterspell just to deal 2 damage a turn? That doesn't seem to me like the best use for your counterspells. Alright. Doesn't feel to me like the best use of the counterspells. Yes to the graveyard. Yes, flip. Maybe we'll hit a land too. We did. Alright, well. Black, green, I guess you get a land. I almost have enough mana to cast this and this in the same turn. That's fine. You need another counterspell now. I don't actually know, Christian. I would have to read the card. I guess we can read the card. Deals combat damage to a player. Look at the top 3 cards, exile one of them, then put the rest into the graveyard. You may look at it and cast it for as long as it remains exiled. Yes, you can for the rest of the game, it appears. I wonder if I should have cast the Chemist's Insight first. Probably could have just took 2 more damage too. Shocked myself. So we got living to do. Living, I say. Hopefully they don't have a Teferi and a counterspell. It's the only thing I'm super afraid of. That card's actually really good here. It's going to cause me some problems. I wasn't expecting that card from the History Benalia deck. card's actually going to cause a lot of problems. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. I guess I'm supposed to just play this. So they have to discard 3 cards to save it. Sure. They have Chemist or Insight in their graveyard. Wow, they got rid of a counterspell. That's probably a bad sign. So they're probably going to be able to protect it next turn, too. So basically, we need to draw something that can block it. Our own Contempt or a Carnage Tyrant. Say our own Contempt. I don't know why I said our own Contempt. I meant to say a Carnage Tyrant or like a Relic Seeker. That's what I meant to say. He played this and immediately tapped it. So it's peculiar that you even played it. You have to discard a card to this too, so you're not going to be able to protect Nezahal past this turn. Why did you tap it? Do something, homie. Is it me? Let me look at my connection. Doesn't appear to be me. Maybe they have something to play post second main or whatever? Well, that card doesn't help. Alright, well. I have like 4 reasonable cards to draw. That's not one of them. Looks like we're going to lose this game. I guess I'll get rid of this one. Sure. Alright, well, I don't have a lot of things I can draw. 2 lands aren't that. Well, considering how many answers we had for that, it's kind of annoying that we didn't get one. Wasn't going to get one anytime soon either. There's one. Oh well. I think I want these on the play. We can shave one of these. And these aren't actually very good, so. Yes, this hand's great. We'll get some removal spells at some point, but other than that, the hand's great. If they just like turn 2 knight, turn 3 history, we would have a problem. Hey, look at our Chemistry Insights. You know, the cards that would have been great draws last game. But not what we really want when we have a thief in our hand. Guess I'll put that in the graveyard. We're not really on that plan right now. We're just kind of like on the card advantage plan. And we're going to hope we don't die to history. That's pretty much the only card we're going to hope we don't die to. Another weird pause. So we've not showed them anything in any game that they can seal away. So I'm literally just going to attack with this. I'm not going to try to protect it with default erasure or anything. You can only cast, so you can't play the land. Nothing on 4 I care about, I don't think. Alright, opponent, why are you being slow? Like, literally, why are we sitting here in this phase, in my upkeep? Why? If we were playing MTG Arena, you couldn't do this. Hmm. I'm just going to attack first. They still have a Silhouette or something in their deck, I'll be amazed. They've literally saw one creature in 2 fairly long games. I could see search or whatever, but what's our opponent's deck? I guess I'll take this one. I'm not gonna play it, but anytime soon, but it blocks. So we'll try to Chemister's Insight here. I'm amazed that they're targeting that instead of the Search for Ascanta. The Search for Ascanta is a much better card in my opinion. Don't want to get rid of any lands in a spot like this. So, what do I want to do now? I could just cast their Karn. The odds of it getting any value whatsoever seem kind of bad. I could just cast this. Could save my mana for this. I think I'm just going to pass. If they cast a Teferi this turn, we can kill it. I think that's good enough for me. We'll just keep like using the Chemister's Insights until then. I think that's a bad magic card, so I guess I can't care about it. Does put us in a very awkward spot though. Because now I kind of want a Chemister's Insight for a land to play this to kill this. But also kind of just want to contempt that. I guess it depends on what they do with it. Someone hacked your account? Wow. Somebody bought some stuff for me from my hacked account not long ago. So I kind of want to ignore this. kind of just want to play this and get a land. That means you know who they are now, at least. Yeah, well, strike one on land. Do I put that in the graveyard? Nope. If they have Spell Pierce in their deck, I'll be surprised, and I'll get blown out very badly. I was wondering what kind of idiot criminal does that, because this happened twice to my eBay auctions recently. One of the times I'd mailed the card, the other time eBay called it before I mailed. So like one of the times I'm just out like a $7 card. I'm like, well, I know where you live. Congratulations. I don't care too much about my bro. Do I want to keep this? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I don't think I want to keep that. Well, kind of want to get a land, but I'm just going to use this here. I don't think I care about either of those cards. It's kind of weird. What's my plan this turn? Just let them have both of these? If I let them have both of those, I can start to win the game with that. Alright. I don't need you. So we're going to get an extra card doing it this way. And I'm pretty sure I'm just fine with them having an extra card here. The justice served. No, you can have this thing. Now it's pretty vital that we try to stop this. We have a Sinister Sabotage, but we know they do as well. Ooh, the second one of those was brutal. What insane draws. Our opponent just went off that turn. So in his deck that I think has very few creatures, he just like ripped creature. That's kind of a tilt. Do we lose this game in any other manner? So we can kill that if we need. But our guy just can't attack no matter what. I feel like we have to stop the Nezahal more than we have to stop the Teferi. Hey, Bam Lama. What's up? Yeah, I'm in really bad shape now. I was a year ahead before that turn. And now I don't know if I have outs. Like, I just don't know if I can beat all of their threats at this point. They even have a Field of Ruin for my search for Azcanta. Like, legitimately don't know if I can beat all of their threats anymore. I've been pretty good, Aggro Fiend. I'm getting smashed this game, though. I've had to punt it somewhere. I was definitely too far ahead to lose this game fairly. I'm not 100% sure what I did, but there's no way that I did not punt this game. I've been way too ahead the entire game. So now they have double hard counterspell? Just gonna have to jam Carnage Tyrant, I guess. They can resolve whatever they want now, too. You just trade this for this? I want to kill this, though. The lone con on trying to kill this Teferi. I've not saw an Abzan version, so I don't actually know what you mean. This was a viewer requested deck. We'll just play this. We know they have 2 Sinister Sabotage. We can't really even attack with the Carnage Tyrant. Unless I can somehow get rid of both of my black permanents. I'm pretty sure using Azcanta is just going to bury us. You'll work on the Angel deck? Fair enough. I don't know where I punted this game. I'm a little frustrated that I punted it so badly, though. Because I felt like we were a year ahead. I think all of our spells cost so much mana that I just deployed them poorly. I don't even know what he has in his hand at this point. I've lost track. He's got this and 2 hard counter spells that we know of. Hey, he's tucking this card? I don't care about that card. Like, that's not it. That's not a magic card in this situation. Your Teferi was so much better. What the hell? So you have a second Teferi in your hand then? That's the only thing that makes sense, right? Like, the Teferi was so much better than my card here. They have to have another Teferi. If they do have another Teferi, we only have to draw a land to be able to resolve a Contempt. Or Seeker, rather. We can definitely resolve Karn. I don't even want Karn. Maybe they're just going to resolve a Cleansing Nova? I don't know. I don't know why they made that trade. Their card was so much better than mine. I'm just going to play this. I guess I'll fight with my 2 counter spells. They probably have a third one, but if they do use 2 counter spells, at least they don't get to activate search this turn. I assume they have a negate at the very end of this. Definitely stacked this wrong too. I let them get more surveils than I needed to. I should have just kept trying to counterspell the original spell. Yeah, we're going to lose. Kind of like have to draw a land now. And hope they go for the counterspell on this. They did not go for the counterspell on that. Guess there's no reason to play it this turn. They're just going to get brand new cards. I might need my mana next turn though. Yeah, I don't know where I lost this game. All I know is I lost this game. They just discard it? Sure, we'll keep that. Sideboarded out 1 ritual, so like we literally can't remove those from the board. So their only way to win is ultimate of this 1 Vraska, or attack them with our 2 FIFA Sanities. Neither of those seem like things that are going to happen. They whiff. They whiffed. We know they have these cards in their hand, right? I'm not mistaken, am I? Like, am I mistaken? Do they not have those cards in their hand? Apparently they didn't have those cards in their hand. I've looked at one of these histories twice somewhere. We get to kill the Teferi no matter what, though, which is pretty nice. Kinda want to kill this, but that's probably just wrong since ultimating's our only way to win. I have double Chemister's Insight in my graveyard. At some point I'm going to need to start taking advantage of those. Wait, what happened to our Karn? Oh, they tucked it with the fairy. Okay. And then they're going to be drawing it now. So they're going to get their Nezahal back. Nezahal's not that good with Contempt in play. Oh, they have another Teferi? I guess it's better to use this here. Like Teferi and maybe Nezahal are the only cards I'm worried about. They have 10 less cards than me, so like technically they mill before I do. They still have multiple hard counter spells in their hand that we know about. The Relic Seeker's pretty nice. They have a Lyra somewhere that can beat us too. No, it's in their graveyard, but presumably they have more than one. I don't know why they keep tapping out every turn. We get to see their hand at least again. Potentially. We're 100% casting this. Don't care a lot if it resolves. I mean, obviously I prefer it does. Just a chugging along. Not too concerned about this type of attack. I can block a Knight of Grace if they send them all. They had Cleansing Novas in their deck that we've saw, so like our board's not perfect. At this point, I've honestly lost track of what's in their hand and what isn't. It's like there's so many different little like menu things here. We know they at least have one of these, and the other three are there, so that means they only have one. They could still have the fourth inside, I'm not sure. They're attacking my head with these? Not sure if I care about that, but presumably they're going to cast Cleansing Nova or something, so I'm just going to block. Another Teferi. So this is Teferi 4, for sure, right? Yeah. That's Teferi 4 for sure. We know they have a Sinister Sabotage. And now they don't have the mana to cast the Sweeper, so we just attack and kill the Teferi and be willing to take a hit next turn. That's the fourth Teferi down. See how many Lyras they have left will probably be the determination on whether we win or lose this game. Well, maybe not. Maybe they can just go wide enough. It looks like they can go wide enough. Don't know if we have an out now. And we know what we're drawing, so. It means we probably don't have an out. Yeah, we definitely don't have an out anymore. We're just dead. Lose to somebody with 3 minutes left on their clock. They have yet another history. Just don't have an out, so it doesn't matter. Two blockers and we're still dead, but this probably doesn't even resolve anyway, because why would you cast a second history if you didn't have a counterspell? Yeah, that's what I thought. I feel like I punted this game. I'm pretty sure I punted game 2 and 3 here. I don't feel like it was possible to lose and I lost. I think I sequenced my cards very poorly, probably didn't protect the right cards. I was slightly frustrated, not because I lost, but because I don't know how or where I lost. I just really think that I messed it up. We're going to keep. This hand's good-ish. I mean, we don't have the right colors of mana, of course, but that's going to be a common theme of this deck. Spoiler, do not play 3-color decks. Not until the next set's release. The mana is not really good enough. If you want to play for a light splash for something, that's okay, but do not splash for, like, double-colored spells and things. The mana is not good enough. Really? I've been alive for 47 minutes and I've only played one match? Ugh. That's tilting. We'll take the Fiend Broker. None of these other cards particularly matter. I don't want this either. Not at this point in the game anyway. You showed us that land. You ducked that. Well, that's really a 2-color deck with a light splash, and that's fine. Also, don't think those decks will be good versus red, but that's okay. I can be wrong. I think if you slant it enough that it'll be good versus red, then you're going to be worse versus a lot of other matches. But red's not really relevant in the store you play in, so. Boom. I don't really want that. I just want to land. That's not a land. I feel like I need lands. Casting this Carnage Tyrant on curve seems more relevant to me than just like being able to jam a removal on this. Seems a lot more relevant to me. Yeah. Don't care about how many ever of these things he plays when we have Carnage Tyrant down. Like they kind of just do nothing at that point. They could have Eldritch Reborn, which is an issue. and what we'll play around the rest of the game. You don't do anything really versus my deck. I think I just attack. I'm gonna win this race, so. I don't love this block by them. Yes, if they, I mean, Eldest Reborn's a card that we probably will struggle to beat unless we draw our own, but other than that, doesn't really matter what they do. They hit on land and get to play, oh, we're just playing one? Yeah, I didn't love their block. Now they've put that in the graveyard. I guess their mana's kind of bad, but just gonna attack a few times. This is another one of those games where I feel like it's not really losable. Let's see if I find a way to lose it. Just don't think they can attack here. Trying to prove me wrong. Oh, Smoot a good magic card? It seems like a good magic card was cast. I mean, if they're expecting us to play Smoot, maybe the triple block's fine because it forces us to have 2 removal and they're playing around the Smoot anyway. I don't know. It feels like Carnage Tyrant's just like beating up on the bad black-green deck. Again, Eldest Reborn's like the only card from their decks that I care a whole lot about. Rest in peace, his opponent. I think I'm actually going to get rid of some discard here. Kind of don't want this. They have too many arbitrary rando creatures. I don't really want this negate either. I don't want any of my cards. I don't want these syncopates. Here, these things block. We good. Nah. We have a lot of removal. Alright. Figured it out. Living our lives. Could bring in the gates and stuff, but they didn't seem like the heavy planeswalker build. This hand's a keep. I mean, it is, but it's like super slow. And they're playing it. They're playing like the 4 Squire, 4 Branchwalker, 4 Jadelight Ranger deck. So like, if I just draw one of my 2 syncopates on like turn 8, does it ever really do anything? Because in theory, they never ever miss a land, and the only time that they start losing lands is if they're sacking them to the Golgari Queen. That's what I was thinking. On the play, I want them, I think, because they can stop 2 drops and 3 drops and stuff, but I just don't know. I don't know if they do enough on the draw. I think I'm using a removal spell almost every turn. Like, we're playing a lot of cast downs, a lot of moments of cravings, up to smoots and stuff like that. We're probably on the draw reacting more than anything. They played their enchantment. I think my enchantment's better. They probably have more ways to get rid of my enchantment than I do theirs. So the dueling banjo of like random Legio enchantments. I have a foil one in real life, so suck it, opponent. Foil promo. I don't know why we're sitting here in this phase. My opponents are being incredibly slow this evening. Alright, you have duressed me. Take one of my cards that does basically the exact same thing as any other one of my cards. You are welcome. Enjoy. Slow clap. Enjoy. Alright, so you took the card that I can cast out of my graveyard. Not sure why, but I find that weird. I'm actually just going to slam this and at least try to make him pretend that I drew a counterspell. Spoilers, it doesn't work because he knew I drew the Hinterland Harbor. I'm trying to be funny. Just playing this was just a mistake. Chemist's Insight's pretty good. It might be better than Glimmer. Nah, it can't be better than Glimmer. That's insanity. Why did I not play this Watery Grave? Hey, Destin Martyr, what's up? My Azcanta's trying to hide your blood thingy. Why, opponent? Why are we taking these long turns? Like, between me playing on Facebook, me lagging because I'm streaming, and me playing Path of Exile on my other monitor, how are you by 3 minutes behind the clock on me? Like, how is that physically possible? I apparently have 13 emails today. How many of them are YouTube comments that I'll forget to respond to later? New promo card and balance changes from Eternal. None of them were YouTube comments. Every single bit of it was spam. Do not have an Amazon link yet, but I should. I should have an Amazon link peddling Sean's wares. I keep forgetting, to be honest. My opponent's going to pay a whole bunch of life. Uh-oh. The resolve has started. No, don't kill our homie. Cool. Right on time, Syncopate. Right on time. I think there is one of those. I just think it's Prime, though. Yeah. I thought there was one of those. I'm obviously a perfect streamer, so I don't even want to counterspell that. Whatever. We kind of have nothing going on. Does he? That's the first Planeswalker he's cast in 2 games. Who's the donkey on my Twitter? Is it me? There's a picture of me on my Twitter. Not worried about trying to protect it. Oh! No, my little Eeyore. My little Eeyore. Don't hate. Look at my big ass Mo. Jabba the Hutt. My little Eeyore stuffed animal. Check out my neck beard. It's starting to get. It's ferocious. It's not been cleaned in multiple years. No, opponent. Don't make us kill our pirate. What will we do without our pirate? Rip. Now this has now become concerning. Cool. Any lands have we drawn now? I don't know. There's 19 cards missing from our deck, and about all of them are lands. 11 of the 19 cards missing from our deck are lands. We didn't draw them all. Like, we milled some of them and stuff, but there's still a bunch of lands. I guess that can resolve too. Tripping on acid. That was a gift from my friend Matt. Matt's good people. It makes noise. There's a baby rattle in it. See? I don't know if you can hear my Eeyore, but yeah, there's a baby rattle in it. He's still soft too. I'm just gonna pat on him and love on him. Alright, well, we're dead. Our opponent done nothing that game and beat us. How do we combat our opponent doing nothing? Heck if I know. I'll bring in these things. Bring in this onto play. I don't know. I guess I want these negates now. I guess I'm just gonna bring it all in. Full conversion. Alright, let's go. 75 cards, let's rock. I'm gonna get rid of some essence scatters. I'm gonna get rid of some moments. Probably not all of the moments. Think about getting rid of some of the smoots, if not all of the smoots. Seems like he has a different plan post board. Oh, cool. Somebody's talking to me on Path of Exile. I'd like to buy my Cobalt Jewel. Riches. No. Um. what else to take out. Like a minute to decide. I think I want all of this. I think I want all of this. I think I want all of this. So it's got to be some of this stuff. We can take out the disdainful strokes. Oh, woe is me. What forever do I cut? Alright, solved it. We couldn't be wrong, this has to be right. Hey, none of these cards seem like they do anything. Let's keep. Wow, look at that statue. Yep, none of our cards feel like they do anything here. I'm so glad we kept. Easy 15 out. Okay, you got me, opponent. I don't have anything. I have one chemist's insight to rule them all. They get crazy. This is the type of card that's supposed to let us win this match. It does not seem to be letting us win this match. Ooh. That's a good one. We can find another green mana. Our opponent says casting nothing. How are we ever to defeat an opponent who casts nothing? Also, the last damn game. Alright, well, our opponent has officially cast nothing for a bunch of turns. Do you think we win? I don't know. Then he played a Vivian. Sure. They got a Death Gorge Scavenger? That doesn't seem like that good versus me either. Mostly naked girls as well. You heathens in Austin, Texas. I think that's Austin, Texas. I guess we play this one because this is the one that they requires them to have two things to beat with Eldest Reborn. We just play one Carnage Tyrant, one Eldest Reborn comes down, and we're sad. This one, he at least has to have a removal spell for homie. Or just something like that works, but I mean, ramping me doesn't make me horrendously sad. Alright, well, we're just going to keep doing this stuff now. We're attacky boys now. You can't block. Menace, homie. You need to send that message to me privately as well, because there is no chance I remember. But you can't protect this. Why did you not block? What? Why did you... Block. Block. Block, homie. I like how I'm complaining that our opponent didn't attack when we could have just, like, blocked it with the Carnage Tyrant. Like, him attacking literally does nothing. Man, quit playing spells, dude. I feel pretty comfortable with this game. They don't have Essence Scatters in the deck, so there was no reason for me to Chemist's Insight beforehand. Also, just don't want this to beat me. They really put a Golgari Find down? They have a... What are they looking for? Ooh. Interesting. Well, I want to kill Veraska somehow. You're just going to let me kill Veraska. Boom. Their eldest reborn finally kills our Carnage Tyrant after all of this time. We're still killing this though. We want to keep access to our Chemist's Insight. Let's stop during our turn. We may cast something here. Like how we can get our Carnage Tyrant back before he can. So you get to get the Relic Seeker back if you want, or you get to get something else. Upkeep, probably flipping it. Can't imagine a whole lot of cards that we're going to keep here. Just flipping it seems too strong. Do I care about the cards in my hand? So we can find something better to discard. Oh yeah, we can discard that. I guess we have to kill this at some point anyway. Well, no, because we're just going to sell to a Relic Seeker next turn and then we can, like, minus on it. I think we just pass here. Yeah, pretty comfortably pass here. Synergy. Synergy's been had. Who likes synergy? I think I'm actually going to keep that card now. I feel reasonably far ahead. Let's go ahead and get a Relic Seeker. Go ahead and get rid of a homie. We'll take you too. I think we win now. We have like multiple hard counter spells. We have a Veraska that ends the game fairly quickly. Yeah. Opponent agrees. He's done. Well, alright. We did it. We won a match. Somebody throw your hands in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. Thank you, White Korean. I see the message. I'll click on it sometime after the stream if I don't forget. There's a good chance I play that deck later on like my Fridays times. Not gonna keep. Will keep. There's not a whole lot of hands I mulligan that have 2 lands on the play with a Search for Azcanta, and this will not be one of them. We'll lead with our Expedition because we're ballers. They might actually cost less money on Moto. I don't know. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. This match doesn't feel good. We're playing the slowest deck humanly possible. We just died to a bunch of burn spells pretty easily. Huh? Oh, my name's Stinkin'. What's up, little homie? We just about died to a bunch of burn spells like super easily. We might be able to handle the creature portion of their deck. Fun times. That's creatures that attack and deal damage. What a good rate. Yeah, well, I'm not taking an extra 2, so enjoy your land. Watch me untap and draw the Smoot Master. Are you Smoot? Nope. Hey, we did untap and draw Smoot. No fart, unfortunately. I kind of want to just cast it into 2 things. Like, he has to play more, right? Alright, I'm going to take 1 hit. I really feel like he's going to add something else to the board. Go ahead and legend roll that. It gets us closer to flipping. Fun times. Hey, cool. It's more burn spells. Yeah, I guess taking this extra 3 damage is going to suck for us if they don't play a creature. Man, they have 3 cards in their hand. I don't know what we can beat. Very likely nothing. I don't know why we're pausing their second main phase. Are they thinking that hard about casting a Chain Whirler? Huh? We're still at 5. I mean, what can we beat? Yeah, this matchup doesn't feel winnable. Not even with our 4 moment of weaknesses. Oh, I will not let it deal 4 damage to me. I will hope you draw 3 lands, or 4 lands, or whatever the hell it is. No, I should have let it... Well, that would have just killed me whenever he drew it, but... yes, to the graveyard you go. You're not a land. How unfortunate. Well, if we get another turn, we can at least cast a Relic Seeker. Maybe all 3 cards in their hand are lands, friends. That's not a land. That's not a land either. Our opponent's making life difficult by not casting lands. Or not playing all lands. How do I do sideboard versus them when you don't think any of my spells are any good? I guess we bring in this. I guess we bring in this. Hell. These things block, I guess. We don't really have anything to bring in, do we? What costs a lot of mana? These things cost a lot of mana. I think I need all of that. These things cost a lot of mana too. Maybe we can just bring in more of these. Alright. It doesn't feel like we have a clear plan on how to beat the red decks. Oh, that's right. It's because decks like this don't beat the red decks. Sure. We have spells. I think some of them are even decent spells. So my deck's plan to beat the red decks is hope there's enough Celestia and stuff like that in the format that the red decks aren't popular. I think that's an achievable goal. How dare anybody tell me I cannot achieve my goal? Who? We played our best friend. Might have been too early to play it. Excuse me. Left it in our deck though, I'm gonna play the damn thing. I need that to win the game. Excuse me again. Hey, it's turn 4 and we're still at 20 life. It's what I call having a chance. Stay alive. I will not get rid of that. I need you guys to cast my freaking 6-drops. Staying alive. Yeah, I left in all 3. Got him. Boo. We really wanted to land, not the third of our 4th 6-drops. Alright, you got us. We're still above 15 though, and we can guaranteed play a Vraska next turn. Because we can guaranteed flip this if we choose to. Yes, I'll take 4 damage. You got me. Back to 12 I go. Ooh. Unfortunately, I have to put it in my graveyard. Because we have to flip the search for Azcanta. Should be able to hold from here. Probably take like 4 more damage from the risk factor, but easily win. We did it. We won a game. We won a game. Take out the 2 mana ones on the draw, I guess. There's no black mana here. Yep, that's why I sided it in. Sitting right here with really weird, ugly art, just waiting to die. And by waiting to die, I mean, yeah, we'll keep it. It's another removal spell. This is everything we've ever wanted in our lives. Poof. Poof. Who cares about that? I say poof. I lost 5 viewers, by the way, when I started being happy. Does that mean people just like me being sad? I lost half my viewers when I started getting in a good mood. That's rude as fuck, fam. I'm a nice guy, damn it. You should want me to be happy. Oh god, what is this stuff? How do we beat any of it? Alright, we'll get rid of that one. I'm not going to get rid of the Experimental Frenzy because, well, quite frankly, there's only one more duress in our deck, so the odds of getting rid of the other one doesn't seem very well. I'm not going to get rid of the Risk Factor for reasons. It's the one that gives me the choice, so I don't know. Kind of hoping we'll draw Syncopate. Or that it'll be harder for him to play 2 spells in a turn that way. Because like if we'd left a Wizard's Lightning, he could like play this and a Wizard's Lightning and attack or something. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about this game as long as we draw 2 lands in a row. When we don't draw 2 lands in a row, we are a bunch of SOL. That's not a land. How many spells do you get, friend? That's 1. On average, I think you should get like 3. 2. Just 2. Alright. Feels about right. Nope, won't get rid of you. We want all of our lands. Now we need one that produces green. How many spells do you get this turn? Just don't want to take the damage. So far they have no spells this turn. That'll go to the graveyard because it doesn't let us cast our bro. Card's kind of interesting. I don't want them casting their stuff now, though. I can't even use the Assassin's Trophy to kill my own search for Azcanta. This is such a tilt. So they get to reshuffle their deck, which kind of sucks. They might get to play more cards now. Like, I just want to kill this and go on about our day. No, no. So they're drawing a little below average, I think. That's that's not what we're looking for here. So they're priming up to be able to go off one turn with a frenzy because at some point they will get like 4 in a row. All right, there's one. Two. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. It's a Veraska. Tilt. They can definitely just keep their frenzy. So this is one of the downsides to our deck, not having the right mana. If we'd got to play the Carnage Tyrant when we were supposed to, we would have already won. But are they getting ready to sack their own experiment? Like, I feel like they're in a spot of the game where they're going to need to sack their experiment. Which we know their top card's probably a brick. It's probably just a land, but like they probably had a different land in their hand, so. Tapping 5 mana? Is this just a Banefire? No, it's an Arclight Phoenix. Really? And a Legion's Warboss. So now we kind of need to draw a Smoot, I guess? I don't really care if they killed a Vraska. Provided we draw the Carney T land. We know they have another experiment. We know they have a Frenzy in their hand. So the other 2 cards, I feel like one of them's a land the way this game's played out. So they really don't have much besides what's on the table. Might be a Lightning Strike or whatever, so. Well, I'm just gonna take the 2. That's pretty easy then. Like they didn't even make me think when they made that type of attack. They literally didn't even make me think. Like, that was just an easy block. We know. Well, I assume they still have Frenzy. I think the Phoenix is good. I had them in my deck yesterday. I don't think that does a whole lot. If I was guessing, they have a land or 2 lands and a Frenzy in their hand. Like, we easily just take the 4 damage here. We probably easily take the 4 damage again. Yeah, so there's the Frenzy. Oh, sorry, I said 2 lands, but we knew they had the Frenzy, and we knew they had the risk factor. So now we have to make decisions. Can we actually lose to this Frenzy from this spot? I feel like we can lose to this Frenzy. So I think we're going to Assassin's Trophy the Frenzy. Attacking me with both. I think I'm fine just trading them at this point. Because we get to do a pretty neat sequence next turn. We get to kill this, use the mana to play the Carnage Tyrant. So that turns off the War Chief. So all we have to worry about is the one card in their hand, which I think is nothing. I mean, it's the card they're going to discard to the risk factor. Basically, we're trying to dodge Banefire at this point. Banefire and or Fight with Fire. Those type of effects are the only effects I think that beat us from here. Like, I feel pretty significantly far ahead now. Oh, they have another risk factor. That's interesting. We have a negate for it. They should be using it now. This one's kind of interesting. I think I'm just taking the 4 damage again. How badly do I care about the Thief of Sanity coming out? I don't think I do. I think I'd rather just use Search for Azcanta. Search for Azcanta might be able to get us a Moment of Craving or something that would beat a Goblin Chain Whirler. Like an Essence Scatter. If it's just a burn spell, we already have a negate. Could have attacked that turn, couldn't I? Was not attacking Rome? No, because we couldn't beat one of the haste guys if we attacked. They drew a risk factor. That's 2 and 1. That's rough. Now we need to draw a counter spell. We drew another negate. I think that's just better at this point. So we played a Thief of Sanity. We threatened to end the game next turn, right? Like, makes him block because we have 14 damage. But we would be forced to block too, wouldn't we? And we don't. Alright, well, we're just going to go with the 3-turn kill then. They know we have a negate. That's unfortunate. So now we need to hit an Essence Scatter or a Moment of Weakness. And we lose. Oh, it's kind of frustrating. Maybe. Like I think we did. I think that's as close as we can come to winning that match, and we lost. We had a lot of draws, though. Like, at 2 moments and 2 scatters, we didn't have that. We had like 4 draws. Maybe I should have. I don't know. I don't think I punted that game. I think I punted round 1, but I don't think I punted that game. I mean, if we hadn't been stuck on mana and actually had double green sources, we would have won that game an hour ago. And he had a pretty good draw, but we just had a draw that lined up well against it. We just didn't have the right color of lands. But that's one of the negatives to a deck like this. And as I stated before we played match 1 of round 1, that we didn't have enough green sources in the deck, and I knew it. So, like, I can't be too upset when we lose because we don't have enough green sources. Like, I can't stress this enough. Unless you're lightly splashing, there is not the mana to play 3-color decks right now. Playing a deck that has double casting costs of 3 different colors is next to insanity, in my opinion. Cool. Tapped the wrong one because dum-dum. I feel like the Izzet decks are going to be a big favorite versus us. I don't care about any card in his hand. I took the Opt. I'm a friggin' wild child. Like, I don't care about a Lightning Strike. I don't care about an Essence Scatter. You can't Essence Scatter a card in my deck. I use this one too. I'm basically using this for the Surveil. I can't imagine there's any card in this deck that I care about. He's like, I'm gonna use the Opt now. I saw what you took last turn. Yeah, well, those 2 cards are dead cards, so I guess I'll take this one. Yes, I'll put that in my graveyard. Synergies. It's a control deck. I mean, it's a burn deck, but it's a control deck. That controls the game until it wins. Most of them are control decks, though. I don't think I need you. Ooh, you're a good draw. I cast... Oh, I didn't leave double blue up! Why did I not leave double blue up? I had double blue! Screw my mana. Screw my mana. Playing with different art ones of these every single day is really messing with me. If I lose this game, we know where I lost it. Just tapping mana really stupidly, really quickly. I mean, I guess I'll counterspell that. I actually think that card's rather good. I don't have a removal spell in my hand, so... Did you draw another counterspell? Tilt? Oh no, you're using one of your best cards to get this in play. Versus a deck that presumably has 10 million answers? That seems weird. Absorb. Answers. you use the best card in your deck to get that in play. That seems weird to me. Anybody else find that exceptionally weird? Oh, I'll keep that one. And GG. Would you like to play game 2 now, or would you like to play it in a couple minutes? Opponent said a couple minutes. Opponent said a couple minutes. Sorry, wasn't quite a minute. Alright, well, we get to play versus a control deck. That's fun. Bring in those. We'll bring in these. We'll bring in these. We'll bring in these. And we'll bring in this. Yeah. I'm going to get rid of these. We're going to get rid of all of these. We're going to get rid of some of these. We're going to get rid of at least this. And then we're going to be confused on what to take out for the last 2 cards. Or 3 cards, technically. How many Rows do they have? I don't know. We have Eldest Reborn. We have that. Let's just get rid of Assassin's Trophy altogether. I still have to get rid of a card? Alright. JK, we're going to get rid of Syncopates and bring 1 Assassin's Trophy back. Might bring the Syncopates into play. They all got expanded. That is hilarious. I wish Thundermo actually played Magic. Burn! I'm insulting Magic Arena. I really did enjoy Thundermo's stream, but I can't watch Arena because the Arena player base is just so weak in general. I think he's got a good attitude, and I think he's a great streamer, and he's a pretty good Magic player. I just can't watch Arena. No! Rip. Well, it's time to draw lands. As a stupid land comes into play tapped, and we can't cast our Thief of Sandy when we know it would resolve. I do play my dailies because I actually think Arena's the future of Magic. It's just not there yet. Like I think Arena's going to get a lot better. It's just not where I want yet. Maybe when it gets out of beta, or like maybe deeper into beta, it'll change, but it's just not for me yet. But I do my dailies, and I was streaming it before the reset. I don't have decks good enough to stream it now. The Expanse being the coolest card in his deck. What? We still don't have a land. This is such a tilt. I mean, I guess I'm going to do this. Hey, yeah. I just want to land. Yay! Got there. What do we discard, though? I guess we discard this. It's the one that seems less good. If he just plays a Crackling, we can play an Eldest Reborn, which is really hard for him to deal with now, which is kind of nice. And we can get our Relic Seeker back this way even. Hey Dumbo, what's up? So we can take his Crackling Doom or the Relic Seeker depending on how the board state feels at the time. Another Crackling Doom. So opponent has to discard here. I don't really care a whole lot about this being in play for a turn. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just worry about being able to contempt it. We can protect our contempt with one of these 2 spells if we feel like it. If he doesn't save it at all, we can just Fault Erasure him. Can't cast a second Eldest Reborn there because he left up Counterspell mana and we presumably knew he was going to use Counterspell. Alright, well that's a good one here. That one actually causes problems here. Think we have to take the Relic Seeker then. Start with this. One, two, three, four, 5 plus 2. I guess we'll go with this next. really wanted to land, but that's okay. Alright. So we don't care about the Spell Pierce. We can play around that. They have the hard counter spell in this. They have a Banefire. Banefire with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands if they draw it. What do? Look at the top two, put one of them in your hand, the other into your graveyard, deals X damage to target creature equal, that doesn't kill anything. So we can ignore that for the now. So basically the Expanse and the Spell Pierce and the Ionize are the only cards that we care about in this situation. I think we're going to go with the Ionize. We're probably going to keep that too. Clear it away next turn. Shouldn't F6 here. We might need to play this Disdainful Stroke. The Dress should be a good play in this spot. I assume that he's going to do one of his spells and leave up Spell Pierce and get us Disdainful Stroked here. Is what I'm guessing. He just wants to kill that and draw two. I guess we want to use this then and let him get the Spell Pierce on it. The whole goal in the end is just to resolve the Eldritch Reborn. Like, everything we're doing is to resolve this Eldritch Reborn. Because quite literally, every play we're making is designed to get that to happen. So now there's a Fight with Fire, and there's a Banefire. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands. 7. So we probably have to take the Fight with Fire. What do? Can you do a Planeswalker? Oh, you can. So we're probably taking the Fight with Fire then. Then we're probably playing you, killing the Ral. The X was 7, sorry. And then we're going to uptick Vraska. So they have to draw exactly a land next turn that doesn't even kill our Vraska? Like our Vraska would have still been at 2 if they drew a land, 3 if they didn't? But everything was about resolving Eldritch Reborn there. Man, those two Eldritch Reborns were great versus the blue-red deck. Man, they made me want to party like it was 1991. I remember what it was like to be in 1991. Someone asked me if they could borrow cards tomorrow, literally 1 hour ago at this point, and they've still not told me what cards that they want. Yeah, it felt pretty good for us. I cannot deny. I think we lost round 1 to Jeskai, but I honestly feel like it was a good match. Hey, it's Andrew Strout. I wonder if he still works for Star City. Our mana is a mess, and Andrew doesn't really play decks that aren't aggressive, so I assume we're going to get massively punished here. But let's hope not. Yeah, this is what I expected from Andrew. And we are getting punished. He's a very good player. I think he's been on the Pro Tour before. Flower Power. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the elephant. It's a good one. Hmm. See what's in their hand. Oh, free March of the Multitudes. How do we ever beat you? I guess I could keep a second one of these. We'll have problems beating the board if I keep cards like that too often. Just gonna have to draw a Smoot. Another flower. So now we know every card in their hand. Probably gonna play a land and a knight. Very nice choice of basic lands. Well, at least basic planes. I wonder why they're not playing that. I guess he's playing around Smoot. You play around Smoot, you give us a chance to beat other things. He's trying to decide whether he's putting 5 tokens into play or not right now. I think I would. It's so bad for him, though, if we have a Smoot. Still think I would. It's better for us to force him to do it main phase than let him untap, so. Yeah. He's gonna do it. He's got to do it. He gets an extra token if he does it this way. So he's only got 7. So this thing technically survives an attack and gets to eat something. And next turn, it potentially can, if they don't attack it next turn, it can potentially tick down 4 lands so we can insight plus do the other thing at one time. Oh, wow. What a good draw. What a nice top deck. We knew every card in his hand when we made our decision. Knew every card in his hand when we made the decision to do that. I'd like him to play literal anything. Because I don't think he plays the X spell. Like I think he just doesn't play the X spell. I think he would have been fine just beating us for 4 a turn while building up a thing and building up his lands. Or like while getting a token every turn while building up his lands. I really don't think he would have played it. Kind of trying to force him to. Oh yeah, we definitely, he drew very well with that Conclave. We drew even better with our Smoot. Foreign Lieutenant can close the game pretty quickly. And then we drew a great one. So this gets our thing back, right? I thought we were going to be tied up on lands pretty hard, too. Wait. I just punted so bad. I thought he took our Vraska, but I remember now he took our token and then attacked Vraska. That was a game costing mistake. Like, I don't think we can lose this game probably if I don't make that player. And now I don't think we can win this game without drawing another Smoot. Oh, that was so bad. Wow, that was so bad. Oh. I think I played this game well up until that point. Like, I was very happy with how we played. And then I just throw it all away like a jabroni. You gonna cast it now? You're like totally out of gas if I hit. Well, we have 2 more draw steps to hit. And that's what I get. 4 lands after that error. That game was over too. Like, we totally had that game won. Oh, frustrated. So bad. La 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 la. I'm a trash can. I'm a trash can. I'm a trash can. I'm a trash can. They shouldn't let me play Magic. I don't know why they do. I'm a trash can. I don't know about you. So I don't want that many of those. I kind of want these. Maybe I don't want these actually. Oh, I'm frustrated. I think that's the 3rd game that I've just given away in this tournament because of poor play. I don't know why I put this Thief Sandy in my deck either. Just one Thief Sandy doesn't seem good enough to do anything. Yeah, I'm not going to mulligan 2 lands in a search. Hey, caramba. That's a good one. Guess I can't get rid of that. I'm going to need it at some point if I want to win. Three color deck. Go, go. He's saving his other stuff now. Nope. JK. Found better things to do. Well, our Smoot doesn't counterspell that, so I guess we have to. Surveil's kind of like using Chemister's Insight anyway. Put into the graveyard. We don't have the mana for it. No, we will not put that one in the graveyard, though. I assume our search is going to be gone. Probably. Oh no, he didn't Vivian? I assumed he'd Vivian that turn. I'm surprised that he didn't. Yeah, I think we might win this game. I don't deserve to, but we might. They seem to be playing nothing. It could be true. I kind of want to keep this, but I'm just going to slam Carnage, I think. It's fine. District Guide. I like District Guide. I don't deserve to win. I've not won yet, but I definitely don't deserve to win. I played a land. I just want to draw a discard spell now to like look at their hand before we win. Because I really just want to see like kind of like what 3 cards are stranded in their hand here. I think he's doing the same thing. I think he wasn't conceding so we'd show him more cards, but now I think he's decided he saw enough. And he's also saw the Assassin's Trophy and knows we win with the Carnage Tyrant, but... So we got to see 2 more cards with this, a card for our turn, and then 4 cards with the search. We wouldn't have got to a discard spell anyway. Alright, game 3. We're on the draw. So on the draw, I think maybe I want a little bit more of our removal spells. Certainly don't want you. Turn 3, he could have the Nuthers. Maybe we need these because of his turn 3 super shenanigans. What 3 cards could we get rid of if we did this? Like maybe a cast down into 2 searches? Maybe the searches aren't good enough? Maybe his deck pressure is just a little bit too much for search. Could just be the fault erasures. Yeah. On hindsight, I think I'd rather have the 2 searches and 2 less faults. Alright, well we have to keep it, I think, but I don't think it's where we want to be. Do have 2 Sinister Sabotage, though, so maybe if we don't get too far behind, we're okay. Sweet. That's the one that doesn't get us too far behind. Yeah, I think I should have got rid of the 2 discard spells. Maybe all 4 of them on the draw. I can see all 4 of them being going on the draw. Well, District Guy gets him 2 lands if we make that play. That's pretty sick. I just don't think we can then. I think the goal is to try to survive till Smoot. If he doesn't add anything else to the board, I will trophy at the end of this turn, I think. Anything that he plays, I'll Sinister Sabotage, no matter how inconsequential it seems. Also, if us at 14, no creature seems inconsequential. Moment of Craving. You were a good draw. So we take at least 4 more here. And hold up our Sinister Sabotage again. And see how good the spell he plays post-combat is. Vivian, definitely getting counterspelled. Don't want you. Yeah, well, we're going to Smoot. And then hopefully next turn the Vraska will be relevant. There's a good chance it won't, though. There's a good chance he's got another Walker, or that we don't draw our land, or just a bunch of different things. He gets a forest, plays a forest, still has 3 cards. Tapping 5. So definitely going to get a card here. Alright, got one we don't worry about too much. That's nice. Stop on opponent's turn. And then we're going to kill this. Is that right? I'll let them draw. Then give them a land. I don't think marches are out. I think marches are still too good because you can play them at instant speed and then just try to win the game. Foreign Lieutenant's a good card. Oh, wow. Ugh. What is the plan now? Ugh. Could just Relic Seeker tick up. If he has a Conclave, we're not dead. Could also Relic Seeker tick down. It gives us a mana, which next turn might be able to kim us into something. Huh. If we tick it up and he has nothing, our guy lives. Our Relic Seeker lives to keep fighting the good fight. If we tick it down and kill any one of them, our Relic Seeker's dead. Yeah, but it potentially just loses, right? Like, if I cast it tick up and he's got a Conclave in his hand, he's had a card for a while. He just Conclaves the token, attacks it, and then I've gained nothing but a turn. But a turn does nothing if I've not done anything with the board. Because even if I draw my sweeper doesn't kill both the Foreign Lieutenant and the Loxodon. He has one of them no matter what. So if I tick up and he has a Conclave, I'm forcing myself to draw like 2 removal spells in a row. Which feels hard. I'm pretty sure I'm just throwing my thing away. I mean, it might not even be bricks. He could already have it in his hand. He could legitimately already just have it. He's had a card the entire game. He's missed a land drop at a point, so we know it's a spell. Like, what spell could it be? This thing getting +1/+1 really hurts, though, because now our Carnage Tyrant doesn't beat this in combat. And our Carnage Tyrant beating that in combat was important. So 3, 7, 8, 9, we're technically not dead. Could just be dead to a multitude now. I think I want to cast Chemist's Insight. Yeah, the 7/8's really nice. I think I just want to cast this. Gives me the most draws at a smoot. None of those are a smoot. None of those are a smoot. One of those is a smoot. So he can make 4 tokens here. If he has it, 4 tokens doesn't kill us. Would have been nice to get it when we still had the Disdainful Stroke mana, but you know, that ship sailed, so now we have this new thing. We just draw another smoot, I guess. Hopefully they can't add anything relevant to the board. I'd like to be able to play this Chemist's Insight this turn. Just have another. It's fine. Well, I'm not playing our Chemist's Insight this turn, are we? I guess technically we still could. We could Moment and Insight. Do we want to take 3? And go to 1? It just doesn't seem like it's worth it, actually. Feels like it's better just to do this. Because if he can't add to the board now, this is just going to put me back down to 4, which means I get another turn. If I did it the other way... Oh, okay, well... Severely punished. I have to draw the last smoot in my deck now. I can also draw a Carnage Tyrant and just block if I get rid of the Disdainful Stroke. Yep, that's still technically alive. Do we have anything else in our graveyard to dump? Nope. Alright, well, it looks like we technically get another turn. Technically getting another turn is better than not getting another turn. So we go to 2 here, he has 3 creatures. So basically we have to draw Smoot or a way to gain 2 life. Draw him pretty thin. I like how I played the game though. Wish I hadn't punted game 1. Because game 1 was a win. It's also not a mistake I would make in real life. Because you see the card. I have to draw Smoot. Well, I guess if I counterspell this, it gives me an ability to draw like a Moment of Weakness or whatever and spiral that into another turn. Moment of Weakness or a Contempt. Not this though. Don't have anything in our graveyard that we can buy back. Yeah. Unfortunately, we failed. I really feel like I punted round 5 and round 1. I definitely punted game 1 here. He ended up not having a Conclave, so I guess I punted the Vraska turn as well. Wonder what he had in his hand at that time. Was he just holding a land all that time? Oh well, I think the deck's not particularly good. It seemed pretty terrible. And when I say terrible, I mean we just had mana issues the entire tournament. We had plenty of games that were like, because we don't have early card draw spells, we were missing land drops and like not getting to our 6 mana cards. We had plenty of games that were like, we didn't have double black on time, or we didn't have double green on time, or we didn't have double blue on time. We had one game where I just tapped a blue for no apparent reason when I had a Sinister Sabotage in my hand. But basically these 3-color decks just do not work. They don't have the correct mana, and you can't give up matches to your mana. But other than that, the deck was fun. I got exactly what I wanted out of it. I wish I just played a little bit better. I think if I played better, we could potentially be 4-1 in this tournament. I know we would have been 3-2, but I think we could have potentially been 4-1. Anyway, so that's going to do it for us. Thank you, everybody, for coming by. It was a fun game, and I'll be back some other time.